What's up, y'all? What's up? Malcolm here. Malcolm Locks on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all that. I wanted to start this YouTube channel to talk about chemistry and marketing. And when I'm talking about chemistry, specifically chemicals that you can't pronounce in hair and cosmetic products. So this particular video is going to be focused on a certain chemical that we see all the time and that people talk about all the time. It's a buzzword in the natural hair and just the hair community, period, to avoid parabens. Parabens. A lot of people just think that it's associated with cancer, but it's a lot more than that. So I'm going to break it down a little bit to you, and I have notes here. I've been doing research, so I'm just going to break it down a little bit more to you as this video goes on. So if I slip up or if I mess up, please don't judge me. This is only my second video, so I'm just coming to y'all straight up. Like, that's all I know. So parabens, which include methylparaben, ethylparaben, propylparaben, butylparaben, isobutylparaben, isopropylparaben, and benzylparaben. Parabens are consumer products that are made synthetically by reacting an alcohol with an acid. So I'm not going to really get into that too deep. Just know that that's how they're made. So since the 50s, parabens have been used to prevent bacterial growth, and they're used as a preservative in all types of cosmetic products, pharmaceutical products, and even sometimes food. So it's so important. I'm going to reiterate this a couple of times in the video, that you read the labels of everything that you're consuming, your medicines, and your stuff that you're putting in your hair and in your body. Certain things that you're using on your bodies, like deodorant, lipstick, shampoos, conditioners, all that stuff can have parabens in it. So please read the back of your labels. They can actually, I'm going through my notes right now. They can actually affect the endocrine system. And if you guys don't know what the endocrine system, I'm just going to give you a couple things about it. The endocrine system includes the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, the pancreas, ovaries, testicles, the thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, and adrenal gland. So that's your endocrine system. These parabens are easily absorbed through the skin, the blood, and in your digestive system. So even at low levels, when you use them over time, they can still be readily absorbed through your body. And they're like cheap to make, so that's why they're being used. So back in 2004, there was a doctor. Her name's Philippa Darbre. I can't pronounce it. I'll put it in the comments. But she's a doctor and a professor, and she did a ton of research on how low-level cosmetic chemicals can affect the breast over time. And her research was pretty in depth. And I'm just going to read you over some of my notes. In her research, she found that parabens in samples of breast tumors, which began to give people a widespread concern of a paraben's possible effect on breast cancer. But there were a lot of critics that said, just because you found parabens in breast tumors doesn't necessarily mean that it leads to cancer. So it was bouncing around a few different ways with that in particular. But a lot of her research showed that after she did 4 years of research from 2004 to 2008. She did a whole bunch of research, and I'm gonna go through some of the results that she found through her research. Parabens were found in human urine, and that's a big deal because that means the body isn't capable of metabolizing parabens or breaking down parabens inside of the body. So that's definitely a problem. Parabens were repeatedly known to cause a disruption in the female hormone estrogen. So that's a big deal. It also has an effect on androgen, which is a hormone that triggers masculinity. Parabens are also known to be genotoxic. And when I say genotoxic means that you have information in your cells inside of your bodies. And if something is toxic to those cells inside of your bodies, it can cause mutations inside your bodies. And those mutations can possibly lead from cancer. And all because you're using low levels of parabens over time. So reiterating that you need to really be looking at the back of your labels whenever you're choosing your hair, your cosmetic, your body lotion, your body wash, whatever. Please be conscious of what it is that you're putting in and on your body. Another thing, like if you are a woman and you're possibly pregnant, you want to be very conscious of things that have parabens in them, because the parabens, even at low levels, and that's what we're talking about, parabens at low levels, but over time it magnifies within your body, and that magnification of the parabens inside your body can throw off your hormone levels. And if your hormone levels are thrown off while you're pregnant, then that can have like a dire effect or a terrible effect on what's going on the inside of you. You know, like we want you to bring forth healthy life, so we want to make sure that you're safe. So just be very cautious of parabens, because it's just not a good look. Parabens are terrible. So just to reiterate, that's just a little information. There's extensive amounts of information online about parabens, but please look at the back of your labels when you're choosing your shampoo or your conditioner or your deodorant or your lipstick or whatever hair cosmetic product it is that you're going to use. Also, be conscious of the food. Some food have parabens in it. When I worked at Siemens Healthcare Diagnostics in back in my day, I used to use parabens a lot when it came to some of my formulations. So parabens are a big thing in the industry, but they can have a crazy effect on your body. So thank you guys for watching. This is only my second video. I'm going to get better, but I appreciate you guys tuning in, and stay tuned for more. Like I said, I'm going to be talking about chemicals, and I'm going to be talking about marketing. So please stay tuned for more, and subscribe, share. I guess just to plug all that stuff in there too. So I'll talk to you guys later. All right.